The HorrorNerd podcast uses language and talks about topics that may not be suitable for young ears. Viewer and listener discretion is advised, but the hosts are gonna completely ignore it.
Hi, the following bonus Halloween episode that you are about to watch does not feature my co-host Johnny because of a scheduling conflict that they had to attend to. They are busy with other projects and ideas and whatnot at the time of the episode. However, they will be back for part two of this bonus Halloween episode. And in the meantime, we are going to see a third co-host who will be joining us not just for part one and part two of the bonus Halloween episode, but you will also see the same third co-host who will also be joining us for the holiday horror bonus episode later on this year and the season finale. Not only that, you will be seeing them again permanently full time to join me and Yanni as part of our team going forward for future season and season four and hopefully beyond. Having said that, enjoy this bonus Halloween episode and we will see you next time. Thank you. Hey everybody, welcome back. So I am okay, the HorrorNerd as always, and usually I have my co-host on, but in the intro that I mentioned, my co-host is not available. But I do have some good news. I am here with a third co-host, that is Nina. They go by their non-pronoun. We have a wonderful, wonderful guest coming on today, Justin of Pop Culture Reflection, who is also part of the Euron Network. And they are really wonderful people. The network and everything. They have like all different kinds of podcasts that you see. And that whole platform does a really great job doing all different kinds of podcasts, like horror friendly podcast, the true crime podcast, and everything. And of course, pop culture reflection. Justin, thank you for coming on today. Before we get started, tell us a little bit about yourself, what kind of podcast you do.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's been a while coming for me to get on your show. We've talked about it, but schedules, you know how they can go sometimes. So I am
Yep.
greatly appreciative to have the chance to come on. My show is probably one of the couple shows on the network that's a little bit more potpourri. I'm kind of all over the place. I cover a lot of different topics in pop culture, from movies, music, television, pro wrestling, and pretty much anything I have some type of connection to. It's all about bringing guests on, having fun conversations about what it all means to us. And yes, very proud member of the You Run Podcast Network. You can find me on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and Facebook. I'm pretty active on Instagram more than anything, posting clips from the episodes and anything pop culture reflections related.
Yeah, that made you clip on just hello at that bottom time. I love it. And you know, actually, formally, could I tell that the particular formally a bloody attentional now? Okay. The
Yeah.
formally a bloody attentional, a podcast that is no longer active, but it's not part of the Uram podcast network, just to be clear. They are an independent podcast that's been around how many seasons so far? What, two seasons?
2 seasons, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. For personal reasons, they had to part ways. But other than that, really, Nina looking really excited to join the HorrorNerd that's been full time in season four. But you will see them in part one and part two of the bonus Halloween episode. And of course, the holiday horror episode. And yeah, the season finale at the end of the show. So let's get this out of the way. The very first question I want to ask: what is some of your favorite things that you like to do on Halloween? And this is for everybody. So let's go ahead.
Justin?
Yeah, so being a bit of a horror nerd myself, even though that's not what I cover mostly, but I'm big into horror and have been since a kid. So a lot of my favorite things is built on the nostalgia I have as being a kid of the 80s and early 90s about dressing up, seeing all the costumes, the creepier the better, like the look on people's faces when you walk up to their door. And sometimes if your costume's really good, they're not too sure how to feel about it. So a lot of it is that. So not only do I still love it as an adult to see the neighborhood kids dressed up and see how creative they get with it, which is a lot of fun for me. That's always a component. Obviously a big part of it. Although I watch horror films year round, it's always Halloween to me, in my heart. But having said that, sure, during this time of the year, it's definitely fun to kind of spend a whole month watching some of those movies that you remember watching during the Halloween time as a kid, those ones that have the right type of themes, whether it's the Halloween franchise or any horror movie really has that spirit to me. So that's probably what my October normally looks like. It's just the idea of coming up with costume ideas with my daughter and what the neighborhood kids are coming up with, seeing the neighbors decorate, and then just consuming as much horror as possible because obviously totally in the mood to do it during this month of Halloween time. So that's kind of what it looks like for me.
Nice. For me, it's I mean, I love costume ideas. I usually have more ideas than I have follow through on that. So because, I get really into it. But I like just walking around the neighborhood and like seeing how people decorate their front yards and stuff like that. I do that all season. I love to just, take hikes and see the trees change colors. Like that's the first sign that it's fall and like it feels really special to have that, nice crisp leaf smell. And I love like making pumpkin flavored everything at home and lighting those fall candles. So and I mean the horror movies are playing constantly. So, but it's fun to see like other people kind of, I think what I love about Halloween is seeing people who don't normally get into like spooky things, like they fully embrace it during the month of October, and that just feels really special. And I feel like it's that time of year where I I mean, I guess like us horror people, like we feel seen and like it's just accepted to talk about with normal people. So, yeah, like it's my favorite time of year and it's extra special. So,
Well, for me, ironically, because I was born like the day before Halloween, although technically, it's not really the day because I was born on October 25th, in the morning, but it's still technically the day because, it's like right in the morning. Um, it's like the special month of the year for me. And I spend like all month long, every year, just watching horror movie. Well, when I'm old enough to watch horror movies, because let's face it, I was way too young to see some of those fucking movies. But my very first costume was like literally as a baby, like a newborn baby in 1988. My mom had a picture of me, her arm, as a little puppy in a costume. And she said she had picture. She had a picture. Mother, if you're watching this on YouTube, you better show me the picture and burn it. But having said that, you got those pictures, and now it's like when I realized, well, not yet, but a little bit later, I started realizing that everything horror, everything Halloween was a part of me permanently. Not just because I was born in that month, but it just feels right, you know. When I moved to Vermont about 12 years ago, um, the very first time I got to see the fog where and the leaf and everything, I just knew right there that, you know what, Halloween is for me forever. And I got to film like a very short film, like a short horror film in Vermont. And That was just perfect. So it's one of my favorite things about Halloween month or horror month, if you want to call it that. Um, it's being able to do things that most normal people don't like to do, because apparently they get freaked out when I talk about horror all year round. But that month, they consider it normal because it's
Yeah.
in theater or they set up a haunt theme park or people are dressing up in costume and running around and going trick-or-treating or whatever. It's normal. But when I talk about killing somebody in a movie, I'm just like, yeah, I'm killing somebody in a movie. And somebody's looking at me and be like, that's a movie. That's not real. But every time I talk about Halloween and horror and all that, and watching horror movie and eating my favorite ice cream or candy at home and going trick or treating as a kid, I love all of that. And I love dressing up and going to conventions. Well, at least I did before the pandemic.
Yeah.
But the last 5 years, I couldn't do that much because I'm immunocompromised. So I still have to customize my mask and everything with the N95 mask, with the actual mask. So it's like a mask with a mask.
Mhm.
And then one of my most favorite things I love to do is apple cider. I love drinking apple cider. So,
Mm.
Yeah.
but pumpkin spice. I love apple cider.
Apple cider is better than like pumpkin cider for sure, but I do love those fall beers a lot. So,
I haven't had a
Yeah.
fall beer. Never.
oh,
But
Oktoberfest beers are so good. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, agree. And I love cider as well. And you made me think of a story. This was a little while back. I went to upstate New York during the fall, which is a beautiful place as well during this time of year. And I went to a cider mill up there, and it was such a fun experience. And I like cider as well, to try all these different blends of cider, and whether it's, alcoholic cider or whether just standard apple cider. It was a really fun time. And if you love cider, such a great place.
Love that. I recently went apple picking
yeah.
yesterday with some friends, and it was so much fun, like to just literally pick an apple, eat it right off the from the tree. That was so
Mm.
cool. And just pumpkin everything, apple everything, like it really started to feel like fall yesterday, even though it was 90 degrees here. So freaking Chicago weather. Yeah.
Chicago. Shit.
Yeah.
But you
This
get
is
Chicago pizza, that's all you got.
I had that yesterday for dinner. Yeah. No, Chicago is great. I really do love it. We have for Halloween each year, we all throughout the year we have bike rides, group bike rides at the end of the month. But for this year is going to be really fun because the bike ride is on Halloween, and our Halloween rides we all dress up in costumes and just drive like ride around the city on our bikes. So people decorate their bikes, people get really into it. Last year I dressed up as Coraline and I had like buttons on strings all around my
Oh,
bike.
that's so cool.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. That's one of me and my partner's new traditions that we've started, and it's an absolute blast. People, there's this woman that has like a bar car or a bar like cooler, and she just has some things on tap behind her that she just hands out during the ride, and it's a great time. It really is. So
Nice.
Well, hopefully you'll be able to do that safely, given what's going on in Chicago right now. So hopefully
yeah,
you'll be able to do that this year. So fingers crossed.
they're not going to stop us.
Yeah. Halloween cannot be ruined by fascist government.
That's
We
right.
will have Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So my next question is, what are some of your most favorite movies that you like to watch every year on Halloween or horror month?
I mean, do we want to just go like one at a time around Robin or
You can, or
just all at once?
maybe just like go one at a time. So we could start with you.
Okay. I mean, obviously all of the Halloweens, like I've seen them all so many times, especially the first one, but I'll just like I love part two and I my favorite though, and I'm gonna get shit on for this, is part five. I love part five. I don't give a fuck. It
Hey,
is
five's not that bad.
Part five is so good. I don't care what anybody says. I love the chick in the car. I love that he wears a different mask. Like it's a very unique Halloween film. And
Hmm.
I just think it's a lot of fun. So I don't care. And there's kittens. Like and they make it. So no, it's a great I think it's one of my favorite Halloween movies. So yeah, like that's I obviously watch all of them other than the last three, but you know, the other ones I have a special place in my heart for them. So
I'm in the same camp with you though. I've always preferred five over four. Like everybody
yeah,
talks so highly about four. I actually think five's a more fun movie, and I'm all about fun. And I like maybe a lot of people don't agree with this either, but I like Halloween Resurrection too because it does things a little different, and I think that's
yeah,
pretty cool. So yeah, I appreciate that. As far as like, I'll give you my first one. I don't know what it is about this particular movie, but it feels like it's right for me to watch it during the fall, and that's The Exorcist. The Exorcist has been
yeah,
one of the most terrifying movies for me since I was a little kid the first time. I actually spent a lot of time never going back to it because it scared me so much as a kid. But now that I'm back into it again as an adult, I love watching it right around this time of year. It just feels so cold and spooky and eerie, and it just matches everything going on. So it's definitely one I have to watch this time.
that's one of my all-time favorite movies. Couldn't agree with you more. It just it has that New Englandy vibe.
Yes.
And it just feels like it just feels cold. Like, you know, like even though it doesn't seem like it is, it's just like you just want to wrap yourself up in a blanket and just watch like this poor girl just get like this whole family just ripped apart. Like,
Hmm.
have you read the book by chance?
I haven't. I'm a notoriously slow reader, so to commit to a book, it takes a lot for me. So no, I haven't.
It's a very short book, highly recommend. It really delves more into the priest and his background, especially his relationship with his mom. And that at the same time as Reagan and her mom, like going through their stuff, like it's incredible. It's really good.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Uh, so for me, other than Halloween that I could do that y'all recommend. Okay, so this is like kind of a tough choice for me. For me, I will have to say that based on my list, I usually like get around to watch a couple of Rob Zombie films like
Yeah.
during the first week of the month just to get it out of the way. Because don't get me wrong, I love Rob Zombie films, but some of his films, especially 31, kind of rubbed me
Yeah.
off the wrong way with
Yeah.
certain characters that was a little bit of a
Yeah.
white supremacist. So, yeah. But I love House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Reject. Even though Devil's Reject and Three from Hell felt more like a summer film,
Yeah.
while House of a Thousand Corpses was more like a Halloween film, sort of.
Mhm.
31 obviously on Halloween, but then you got Lord of Salem, which is on Halloween. So
Good movie.
I try to like skip um most of 31 fast forward to like the good part and not watch that asshole who was a fucking bastard
Yeah.
and watch the rest of it. And so that's really hard to watch. So that's that. And then I try to watch within a second week the Scream film
Mm-hmm.
all the Scream films. So all six of them, I try to watch it within like 2 days if I can, or one day if I have time. Then finally I get around the third week, 13 goes like not like in a franchise order, but more like Channel film and sequel by time. So it'll be 13 goals, The original Dracula film, but not really original. That's like 1990 with
Oh
Gary
yeah,
Oldman. But yeah,
Mm.
it's a good one.
Evil Dead. Just to be clear, not the remake, the one with Bruce Campbell. And then, what was that last one? I was trying to remember the name of John Carpenter's Vampire. And of course, Hostel and then Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Then I tried to get into the entire Hellraiser franchise from there.
Oof. That's
And if I had time, closer to the end of the month, I was gonna do the whole Night of the Living Dead and watch like so many different versions, remake and all that other stuff. And get into the little campy, funny stuff like Zombieland, Dawn of the Dead, Frightener, the Adam Family, Casper, all that stuff. And then finally got into Blair Witch Project. So I always try to go into like different order or different ways of doing it, like category, monsters, and stuff like that. But I always try to get into the classic too, especially from the 80s, like American Werewolf in London. So I always try to fit that into my movie list every month, every year, especially during that time of the month. Because American Werewolf in London has got to be watched when it's rainy and it's stormy
Hmm.
outside and it's a full moon. You
yes.
Yep.
gotta watch it
Yep.
at that time.
Yeah. No,
So obviously these are like on my list right here.
yeah, you named
So
quite a few
that's my
for
list
me.
so far. Now
Yeah.
my next question for all of you, um, your least favorite movie that you don't normally like to watch. Could be a top five if you want to.
Okay. Justin.
So least favorite?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man, this is tough because
especially during the time of the month.
yeah, I mean, I really there's very
I mean,
few
it could
horror
be an
movies.
okay favorite
Yeah, I was gonna
or
say
like
because most horror
a
films I
favorite
can
that you
find
don't
something
want people
good
to
with.
know about.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't care. Everybody can know about it, but I
All
guess
right,
what
so
I'll
go
do,
ahead.
what I'll say is one that doesn't get talked about much from horror fans because it's a little bit more obscure. I think is a movie called Santa Sangre, which is a Mexican film. I absolutely love this movie. Like, so it's not a least favorite. It's just one that maybe it doesn't get talked about as much, or I don't bring up as much because some people just don't even know what it is. But I love that movie. I can watch that any time of the year, but I think it does kind of fit into that fall theme for me. I love the colors. I love the visuals. I just love everything. There's a little bit of campiness that I love about it. There's some humor there. It's such a great film that I wish got talked about more. So it's definitely one for me. Another thing I'll throw out because I'd only mentioned The Exorcist, but I really want to mention this is another movie that I watch every year in October. It's like a tradition in our household is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I absolutely adore that movie.
Yes,
I yeah, it's
let's do the time
so
warp.
exactly. It's so fucking good. It's like I'm not a big musical guy, but the music in that movie hits so hard. I love it so much. It puts me in such a happy mood. And again, I don't know why I watch it at Halloween time because it kind of works any time of the year, but there's something about that movie. I got to watch it every October, and I have been doing that for the last, I don't know, 25 years or so, every October without fail. Tradition is Rocky Horror Picture Show, along with a movie like Return of the Living Dead, which is one of my 5 favorite movies of all time. Again, kind of works anytime, but I love it because it's kind of dreary, it's dark, it's, you got the rain and all that. You got the punk rockers, which I love. You got zombies, everything just works for me. Plus, it's a freaking blast. So those are some of the ones that like mean the most to me during this time of year.
So, yeah. Santa Sangre is a great film. I love that.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
You got to give it a rewatch. Long overdue. So least favorite movie. That's a bit of a challenge, but I really steer clear of Rob Zombie movies, to be honest. Like, don't get me wrong,
Obviously.
I have a few that I do like, but and there are definitely parts of 31 I really love, particularly Richard Brake. Just his character in general is fabulous, but I can't
That's the
deal
only
with
character I like.
yeah, I can't stand the dialogue in that movie. I hate I just hate how he writes dialogue. I think he needs to get someone else to write his scripts. Um,
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say that Richard Blake was a great character, but
yeah,
well, another character that was just horrible. But yeah, what I was talking about. Yeah.
yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Just he does things out of shock, like to shock people, and I think that there's this place for that occasionally, but when that's all you do, I don't like that. Um, so I don't really watch his movies, and like if I have time, I will, but I'm not gonna go out of my way for it. And then uh, I'm really not into like super campy things. Like I like Dead Alive and Evil Dead, but like I can't watch like just stupid shit. So anything that like falls into that, I'm just not gonna do. So not a fan of the third Evil Dead movie, so sorry. But
This is Army
Army of
of Darkness.
Darkness,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So,
I mean, it's
but
okay. I like it, but there was just like something I did not really understand.
yeah, like Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, that's where my heart lies. I still like it a little creepy and
Yeah.
yeah, I don't like the campiness.
The tree watch. Okay.
Oh, so good. Yeah. Where the camera just
Yeah.
moves and yeah, I want that.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from, but I'm just like, no, well, I did understand most of the movie on that one. I did not understand why they had to do it in a different timeline or whatever. I felt like, wait a minute, are we doing time travel here?
We sure are.
Yeah. But yeah, I get that. So for me, least favorite, I did mention Rob Diamond because like I said, I wanted to get it out of the way. But personally, in general, the current type of remake, when it comes to remake in general,
Yeah.
um, people who try to do remake when it comes to like franchises and whatnot, IP or whatever, Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm sorry, but fuck you. You just, why?
Yeah.
Why? No. Robert Englund shit all over on that one. When he heard about the remake coming out. He didn't even like the actor who played that character at all.
Yeah.
Um, we all agree Robert Englund did not like the actor who played Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so honestly, that remake was just horrible. I would not add it to my collection. Maybe for like digital media, but for physical media, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, remake. I'm okay with done remake if it's done right.
Yeah.
But trying to like remake the way Freddy Krueger became Freddy Krueger
Yeah.
pissed me off.
Hmm.
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
yeah, no. That
Yeah,
was
that
just a
movie is
whole mess.
trash.
So that's my least favorite for sure.
It doesn't even
And then
deserve
there
a
was another
spot on my
remake I
least
did not
favorite.
like but much. Um, what was the name of it? What the trying to remember the name of it, but I'll get back to you on that one. Cheer somewhere to have a look right here. But they did remake it a while back. It was like a couple years ago though, but I forgot what it was called.
It's not
But
Hellraiser, is
I'll come
it?
back to you on that one later. But that's my least favorite. I can tell you right now. Nightmare on Elm Street remake.
Okay, that's fair.
No, not Hellraiser. I love
I was
the
gonna
Hellraiser
say
remake
the
because
remake was
Jamie
amazing.
Clayton did a really wonderful job.
Yeah.
And I love that the trans reputation because you see, Clive Barker did say that Hellraiser the Pinhead could be anybody.
Yeah.
Could be a
That's the beauty
trans
of the
woman for all we
character.
know.
Yeah.
And being a trans woman myself, I was like,
And she is
really? Yeah,
beautiful. She's
I want to be
gorgeous.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I didn't pick a least favorite, and then while you guys were talking, I thought of one I might as well mention because I've talked
Okay.
about this. I've talked about this on my show. I absolutely despise the movie Hereditary.
that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, that's the one I was gonna bring up as well. That's another one. Go ahead.
Yeah, I hate that movie. I watched it one time. I can't believe I finished it because I was having the most miserable time with it. It's just that's the best adjective I can give it. It's just a miserable film. It's like not fun to sit through. It's just misery for the sake of it, and I don't know, like just the whole satanic thing it just was trash. It went on way too long, and I don't know what the universal love is for that movie. I just don't see it because I can promise you I will never rewatch it again. I had such a miserable time with it.
Justin, I echo everything you just said.
I
I
couldn't
was
sit through the Titanic part. It was too long.
it was
I
too
mean,
Yeah.
long,
even I'm
yeah.
a Titanic, and that's not actual Titanic, by the way, but
Yeah, of
Right,
course
right.
not.
just
Yeah.
to be
But
clear.
well, I was dragged to see that movie with some friends, and like what led up to going to see it should have been like my awakening to not go, but I ended up like getting sick. Like I must have had food poisoning or something, but I got sick in the Walmart parking lot nearby. And then I went to see the movie
Walmart, of
anyways.
course.
And I was just miserable the whole time, and it wasn't because I wasn't feeling good. It was because the movie just was trash. And I'm like,
Yes.
the moment where the little girl's head comes off because she had her head out the window, I laughed so hard. It was the only entertaining moment of the movie. And I'm
Yes,
just
I agree.
like this was absolutely like just I don't understand why people just love that movie. I think Midsommar's a far better film, and I will never
Yeah,
rewatch it.
McDonald's much better.
Yeah. So
I'm glad I'm not the only one that hates that movie then. I feel a lot better now.
no, you're not. You're definitely not. We're small, but we're mighty.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Holiday, I could get some of it, but after like maybe the first 20 minutes, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would tap out like a pro wrestler. I'll be like, tap it out to the computer. You know what anymore? Yeah, so I'm done. So my next question. Favorite TV show or actually let's just go through this really quick because I know Justin got something coming up pretty soon. So let's go through this quick. Favorite TV show, favorite book, favorite video game if you got any. Go.
Justin?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So probably my favorite TV show, and I haven't Halloween themed TV show or episode, I should say, but I haven't watched them in quite some time. But I always love the Treehouse of Horror episodes on The Simpsons. Like
Oh, that's a good one.
those were appointment television for me back in the 90s. Like I said, I haven't really watched them in so long. So it's definitely it's due for a rewatch to go back and see some of those Treehouse of Horror episodes because I always thought those were a blast. As far as my favorite book, I already said I'm not a great reader because I'm so slow, but I will say probably as far as a horror book that I've always kind of enjoyed is Pet Sematary. Like that's been one of my favorite, Stephen King books. It's not too terribly long. It's easy to digest. I like the story, so that's probably my go-to for a guy that doesn't do a lot of reading. So yeah, and I'm sorry, what was the third one? Was there another one?
Video games.
Video
Video
game.
game.
If you ever play any horror video game.
Yeah, so I'm also not a big gamer either. However, I remember vividly back in like 99, 2000, 2001, the original Silent Hill game was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Love it so much. I have not played that game in so long. I really want to go back and play it again because it's been so long, and I remember loving it. I would spend nights. I would be up till 2 a.m., 3 a.m. just playing this game. I couldn't get enough of it. So, yeah, that's probably still to this day one of my favorite video games of all time.
That's amazing. I love
But
Silent Hill. Yeah. TV shows, I love Treehouse of Horror. Like me and my partner watch those like to just throughout September and October just to get in the mood. I also like Twilight Zone, the original
Yes.
Twilight Zone series,
that
fantastic. Yeah. Um, in terms of books, I mean, I have quite the Stephen King collection, so anything from there. My favorite is The Shining, but that's more of like winter. I really like Doctor Sleep and just any of his books are fantastic. Video games, I love Silent Hill, but like I love Resident Evil. I
Mm.
just love Resident Evil so much, especially 2 and 3. Like those are just my favorites. So,
Yeah, so for me, I used to read Stephen King until I found out he was a racist asshole. So I stopped reading his stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, it's really sad what he was posting. But I did love his work for a long time, especially when I was turning to like TV shows and movies and all that. Um, but there is some other words I love. From different authors like Poppy D. Bright, Dawn Constantine, really great writer. Hunter S. Thompson wrote some great stuff, even though it's not really horror, but it's
Hmm.
really dark mystery stuff. So it's
yeah.
really great stuff. And then the Crow. The Crow was actually a book and a
Hmm.
graphic novel and a comic too for a long time. And obviously, James O'Barr inspired a whole bunch of writers to write a novel to like the Ledger type with Poppy D. White wrote, and Quote the Raven or Quote the Crow, something like that. And Wicked Prayer, which actually became a movie, and all that other stuff. So like, I have a whole collection of it. Really great book. I actually want to film and direct the Ladero type based in New Orleans. So it would be a perfect book for me to take and turn it into script and film because it had trans and gay character in it. So it would be a great horror film for me to work on.
Hmm.
Uh, Great crow movie, so I like that.
Nice.
Favorite TV show, other than Treehouse of Horror, everybody mentioned that, on the Twilight Zone. I like Wednesday so far. It was great. Stranger Things was great. I cannot wait for the studio to finally fucking on. Because Netflix took way too long.
Yeah.
Agreed.
They're
Yeah.
already adults,
Yeah.
like, damn.
I'm just like, how the fuck are you gonna pull this off with all this time jump shit?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
A couple other books I
There was a
forgot to
couple other
mention.
TV shows I like,
Yeah.
particularly on streaming platform. Um, like Lovecraft Country, that was really good. But I was so pissed off that they only did one season of it. Because they could
Yeah.
have done more, but you know how streaming platform are raised. They don't want to do more of it. That's
Yeah.
bullshit. I would have loved to see more of Lovecraft Country. And of course, another TV show I really like was what was the name of it right here? I have it saved right here, so I always save everything. In the meantime, while I'm talking about video games, Resident Evil, Silent Hill, um, what was the uh Nightmare Creature, Doom, Quake, all the classics I've been watching for a long time now. So I've been watching all of that stuff and playing all of that stuff for years. And I watch other people playing it and I played it. I'm a live streamer and Twitch streamer and everything, so know how it works. But the TV show that I'm trying to remember the name of, I used to watch it for a while. And so it was. right here, what I would call um Van that's the one.
Love
Oh my
that.
god. And they
Yeah.
move it to Netflix. So I like it.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so fucked up what happened to her daughter though.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. If you have not watched it, people go watch it. I'm not spoiling it for you. But holy shit, all these TV shows are good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good for yoga. And of course, I was supporting Terabyte who started into the darkness and everything. So they talk a lot about horror video games. And trust me, my name is Donald. So yeah, I'm a big fan of horror video games. I'm still playing
Nice.
them today.
Yeah.
So, getting it out of the way, Justin, you gotta go in a few minutes, so I know that. Last question I have to ask for you. Have you ever been to like any haunted house or a girl party or anything like that during Halloween month? And what do you like about them or don't like about them? Go.
Yeah, so there's a local haunted house that they do. It's about 15, 20 miles from where I live, and they really have like this old house that they bought that I think was on sheriff's sale or whatever, and they converted it into this haunted house that they do on an annual basis now. But they have like it's kind of in the woods a little bit, so they utilize that land that they acquired with it as well to really like decorate the shit out of this with all kinds of stuff. It's almost like a maze to go through the house. The house almost a little bit reminds me of the cabin in Blair Witch, the way it's laid out and everything. So and it has like a really like narrow staircase you have to go up and down, which is really creepy. So I really love that. Another thing, I live pretty close to Hershey, and at Hershey Park they have haunted houses that they put together for their what they call the dark nights that they do there. There's like 7 haunted houses. They've really stepped up their game over the last couple of years because they really do a great job with it. It's a great theme that they put together throughout the park with scare zones, and the actors that do it are incredible. So I think that's a great time as well. So yeah, I'm definitely into the haunted houses and the theme parks if they're done well, and those things are done really well. So I'm grateful that I live close enough to go to those every year.
Nice.
Nice.
What about you, Nina?
Yeah, so I haven't really been to a lot of haunted houses recently, but there is this place that I went to. It wasn't on Halloween, but back when I was living in Missouri, there was the Missouri State Penitentiary, and we did an all-night ghost tour there, and it was like from 8 o'clock at night till 4 in the morning, and of course they had snacks and drinks and everything. But like for the first half, you did like a guided session, and then like for the last 4 hours of the night, you were on your own to explore or whatever. And it was
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool because, this place had been closed since like 2003 or whatever. But I mean, they had a gas chamber there, like everything, all the equipment was still in there, and it was like really cool to see. They had pictures on the wall of all the people that had been executed during, the prison being open. And you just got to explore, and they even had like old paperwork there, and just the prisoners' artwork on the walls. Like it was very eerie, very creepy. I didn't have any experiences. I want to believe in ghosts, but they won't let me believe in them apparently, so whatever. But I've never had any
Uh,
like feelings of it, but yeah, I want them to be real. But it was just like a really fun experience. Like it was just eerie and creepy, and I'm just a huge history buff, so I had an absolute ball, even though no ghosts showed themselves. So
well, hopefully the ghost will show up next time you go. Maybe somewhere else. Who knows?
yeah.
But for me, growing up, I've been to like haunt girl parties and theme parties, couple haunted houses. I actually came close to seeing the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre property. Um, with a friend of mine, in Texas, where I used to grow up. I was born in Texas. She drove me out there, and I was just like, "Why are we here? Why are we here?" Oh. And then she thought it was funny to pull up close to the driveway, get in her car in the driver's seat, and scream out loud and pull and reverse. She thought it was funny because it was a no trespassing sign right there. I was like, nah! I was like, get the fuck out of here! So that was not cool. And then when I was a little bit younger, I went to the Transylvania style haunted house theme park. Like when I was 10 or something, scared the crap out of me, but I love it. Up in Northeast Texas. Over the years, I started checking out more and more when I got older. Especially in New England, I finally got to go to Spooky World, Nightmare New England for the first time for my birthday. That was like last year, I think, or the year before. I couldn't remember. But I have video proof of it. Now this year, I'm hoping to go to Fight Kingdom, Nightmare New England again, because I want to do all of it again. Hopefully try more and more. But the least favorite thing I don't like about it is the 3D stuff, because even though I'm blind in my left eye, it makes me a little bit dizzy. So hopefully I will try again without the 3D glass to what will happen. But otherwise, really, I'm gonna try to have more fun this time. But I'm avoiding the clown. I fucking hate clowns. That freak me out. I'm sorry, but I've experienced enough of it to be traumatized by clowns. Pennywise fucked me up.
Clowns, I think by
back.
nature are scary as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just said they're so creepy. So creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Pennywise, the movie Pennywise and everything, like, it was more than enough to, like, turn off the movie and be like, if I go to a haunted theme park or third park or whatever, and I see a fucking clown and a part of their character, I'm not going in that fucking movie.
Love it.
Nope. Alright, so we will be right back. So going well, Justin had to leave. So stay tuned.
Where's my bro? My twin brother Mickey. Holly, this is where you told them to meet us, right?
Yeah. They know exactly where we are.
Hey! Remember me? We're literally out in the middle of nowhere.
Honestly, this place isn't even that scary. I think the people have hyped this place up too much.
That's disgusting!
Oh my God!
Where do you think you and Wendy would be if you hadn't come to counseling at all?
I don't know if we'd still be married.
I have a cabin. It's where I hold private workshops for intensive couples counseling.
What would we do all weekend?
I'll be there on Saturday and Sunday to facilitate the workshop, and you and Wendy will have your privacy Friday and Saturday nights.
I'm willing to try if it can get us to where we want to be.
Oh, hey! Oh, didn't mean to sneak up on you there. If you guys feel like partying later, feel free to stop by. I'm Michael, by the way.
What's the matter?
Just that guy from earlier. He really creeped me out.
Well, I'll protect you.
Wendy! Where are you, Wendy? You should run.
Okay, welcome back. I'm okay, the HorrorNerd. Usually we have our co-host Johnny, but today we are joined by our third couple who will be doing it full time and season 4. You know them, they are Nina, formerly of Bloody Atlantic, who will be doing it our team full time. Hello, Nina, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? Happy to be here.
All right. So, Nina, it's been a pleasure having you so far for part 1 of the bonus Halloween episode. It was a lot of fun chatting so far. That's pretty cool. But just to go over real quick, we got to talk about our most favorite thing to do, our least favorite thing to do, our favorite video game, favorite movie, all kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know that Fangoria and other horror publications, they like to put out the list, like the favorite list and everything. But it feels kind of cheesy with the list, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Don't get me wrong, we love Fangoria, they're great.
Yeah.
I would love to write for Fangoria someday, but I promise you, my list will be so much better if I do it on Fangoria. Fangoria will thank me. Having said that, if people were to watch our podcast, the HorrorNerd podcast, wanted to know like 31 days of movies that they could watch, what would be ideally like the best way to watch 31 days of horror movies? Ideally, like the best way they could do it.
Like what movies to watch or like how to do it? Like
yeah, like how to do it. Like I mean, it doesn't have to be like they could do it by gun, they could do it by shotgun. Like what would be the best way they could do it?
I would honestly recommend doing it by genre. Like if like have a week dedicated to supernatural horror, have another week of slashers. Like I feel like that's way more fun to be honest. Like I think a lot of people get hung up on when the movie was made and not so much like the quality of the movie, you know? So I really like watching movies based on a theme. And that's how I usually go about my 31 days of horror watching. So yeah, like do some found footage for a couple of nights and then mix it up with some werewolf or creature features. Like I think that's just gonna be a more fun time for everyone. So
Yeah, I think for me, if I were to go through 31 days of Halloween, like sort of like what freeform I'm doing or whatever, I would just go like the first half of the week, like the first 3 4 days of the week. I would pick a theme like you said, do werewolf and vampire. Just randomly pick a couple of vampire werewolf movies that I like or don't like very much, but whatever. I'll just put it on the and then the other half, zombie.
yeah.
Yeah. And then the next week do the same thing, but this time will be like supernatural found footage. And then the third week slasher and then containers or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the fourth week, assuming we have a fourth week, because you know some months are like short,
Yeah.
but sometimes we have like 5 weeks or 4 weeks, and that's like yeah. Sometimes we even have 6 weeks, and that happens sometimes.
It's wild, yeah.
And that's what's so cool about Halloween month. It could be 5 weeks, it could be 4 weeks, and you never know. I think at one point of the year, somebody said that we actually had 6 weeks of October. I'm not even sure if that was true or not, but but is that true? Somebody confirm that for me.
It looks like we have 5 weeks of October this year, so I'll take it. I feel like that's more weekends available to plan stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and Halloween is on a Friday, so it's a 3-day weekend for me.
Hell yeah.
Actually, make it a 4-day weekend. Fuck Monday.
Yeah,
I'm not coming in Monday, boss. It's a 4-day weekend for me. So fuck you.
Wait all year for this stuff.
Yeah, me too. You know, and you know what's so funny? Being on the autism spectrum and everything, a lot of people assume because I'm born in this month of the year A lot of people assume that Bala Pahoya at Picalo that time of year.
Yeah.
But honestly, because I'm on the art and background and all that, it's actually because it's one of my special interests. So it's a double standard for me. I'm on the art and background, and I love horror, Halloween, everything. And I was born in time of year, so yeah. Those are the two reasons why I love horror. So it worked out perfectly. So yeah, I think it's pretty much that way. So going back to that, when it comes to like watching movies for 31 days, I try to go like particular style, genre, giveaways and whatnot. At one point, I did go like pick out 31 movies of any genre at one point, and I did that for like 2 years in a row. And I started to change it up a little bit and do it like what you did. And it was a little bit better because that gave me more movie to watch. And it felt like I did not watch 31 movies in 1 month. It felt like I watched like 100 movies in 1 month, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so at one point I did a marathon where I could watch like 10 movies in one day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, if I have time.
Right.
Yeah. Some people could do it like that. So for the marathon for one day, every day, put it down like let's say 4 movies every day. And that could work. And you will still have enough time to watch as many movies as you can fit into in that 1 month.
Yeah.
The same goes for video games. Well, video games, depending on how long the video game is, though. So Resident Evil will be a long fucking time to beat. Because if you go through the full main storyline and all the time mission and the quest and everything, and unlock all the secret areas and everything, you're looking at maybe almost 100 hours or so. So you're looking at let's look up a job map. So I'm gonna look it up right now.
Okay.
I confirm it. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
How many hours does it take? Does it take? I'm typing it on. To finish all Resident Evil games.
Love Resident Evil. Oh my gosh.
There we go. Approximately all the mainline Resident Evil games for a main story playthrough, 70 to 100 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then also, depending on which version you play, the original version remake, and how thoroughly you explore the game. Like, for example, if you're playing the original Resident Evil trilogy, it might take around 19 hours, while playing the remake could take closer to 25 hours. That could be just the fraction of the total play time for the entire series. To also include only the mainline game or spin-off DLC and expansion. Other you got, are you watching the main story or are you taking all the time to complete and find all the items, objectives, everything?
Yeah. Yeah.
We may often have more content or are designed to be longer than the original game. So again, it could be like maybe 11 hours for the original or remake. I mean, that's a long time, and that's what it takes right here.
It is a long time. And I can't
Yeah.
I remember as kids when these games would come out and we would rent them from Blockbuster because that was a thing. Um and
Blockbuster. I'm a doctor.
Blockbuster. Yeah, rent the latest video game from the
You only
video
got one
store.
Blockbuster in the entire nation now.
I know, it's crazy. And we would stay up all night because you only had so long with the game before you had to return it. And you had to try and beat the game before. Like, I can't imagine doing that now. Like, just 19 hours, it said, of just doing the basic quest of Resident Evil. Like, can you imagine? Like, I think
I
new
could.
releases were
I
like,
tried.
I cannot. I break it up. But uh, I feel like new
I mean,
releases
I
back
live
then
stream
were
on
like,
Twitch. I could do it.
if I had nothing else going on, I could do it. Yeah,
Well, I tell you what, you and I, we could get actually, they have a dream together feature on Twitch. We could literally do it.
I'm down. That I suck at video games, but I mean, we could
Yeah,
do
we'll
it.
help each other out and figure out all the questions and everything. Maybe cheat a little bit to try to look up the thing
Yeah.
that we forgot.
I I do it all the time. I'm not ashamed, like especially that
Yeah,
original
we'll look
one.
it up
Oof.
online and be like, oh, so that's where we found it. Okay, like, got it.
That original one still kicks my ass because I it's so even the remastered version, they need to update it a little bit more because it's so finicky.
Yeah, the remaster, the HD remaster for like GameCube now on the Xbox and PlayStation 5
Hmm.
and all that, it's okay, but they are coming out with a new one, which is
Yeah.
actually going to be called the remake, like
Mm.
RE remake, or
Ooh,
something like that.
that's
Because they
cool.
already did a remake for like 2, 3, and 4.
Four, yeah.
So now they're doing a remake for the first one, and I think the remake for Duo. So
Good.
obviously.
Good. I can't wait.
So yeah, going back to my other question that I had earlier, technically, um, will you say the same thing for like TV show? Like I know that TV show has seasons and whatnot, but will you try to like mix it up or something?
Oh no. Oh no. TV shows, I can't like my partner likes to watch multiple things at once and have multiple shows going. I prefer not to do that. If
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
has so many screens in our house.
it's like how can I keep what's going on straight? No. So if I'm gonna commit to a TV show, I watch all of it all at once and and it's just easier that way for me to focus. But yeah, I mean, I love Mike Flanagan. His stuff is super digestible. There's
Mhm.
just little mini series. So I like to watch all of his stuff together and just kind of group that together because that his movie or his series really feel like Stephen King movie adaptations. They're so detailed. The
Yeah,
characters,
Road,
yeah, the character
400%
arcs
yeah.
are incredible. If I had to pick a favorite, that's really hard, but probably I think Midnight Mass still, because it's so good. And
What about the stand?
the
That was
s-
a good one.
the Stand,
Yeah. What
uh,
do you think of that one?
I like the book. Didn't like the
Don't like the
adaptation.
TV too?
Nope. Just because I've read the book now, I actually read it during COVID, which dumb idea. I didn't even know what it was about going into it. So that was ironic,
Yeah, it
but
was like an outbreak,
yeah, I'm
literally.
like I had no idea what it was about. So I was just like I'm gonna go into this blind and I was like this is happening right now. But
Yeah.
no, that the
They
book is
literally had an outbreak
incredible.
in the stand.
The book is absolutely amazing. It's a big commitment, obviously. I think that book is longer than it, which I've also read. And I highly recommend The Stand, the book. If you can't get through like thousands of pages, I totally understand. I would recommend watching the original miniseries of The Stand versus the newer one. That's just me, though.
Yeah. And then of course the auto Storm of a Century. Now that was
That is
damn.
my all-time, like,
I remember watching it as a kid and freaking out under the blanket, and I was like, "Mom, what the fuck is this?"
I love Storm of the Century. I have it in my physical media collection. That is one I usually watch more in the winter time because it just has that like
I'm
winter vibe,
surprised
of
they even
course.
released it for physical media.
I know, it's so
Because
hard to
it was on
find.
cable TV back then.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw it, I was very sick with the flu or something, and it was on TV, and there was something
Yeah, we
weirdly
were both kids
comforting.
back then.
Yeah, I was like, it was something weirdly comforting about it, but also super scary. I just remember being so creeped out by a lot of the things. The kills are insane in that movie, and it's not like a super gory miniseries either.
Right.
So it does a lot for your imagination.
Yeah, and that's what's so wow about that. It's just holy shit.
Have you seen Rose
Wow.
Red?
I can't believe my mom watched it right there with me there. And I'm just like, what the hell is it?
Yeah, my mom was in the room too. She's like, "Oh, look at this."
I think everybody in America was watching it.
Yeah, yeah, it was wild. Have you
Yeah,
seen
cable
Rose Red?
TV. Yeah, I did.
I love Rose Red.
The same girl who was in that Disney TV show and movie.
Yeah.
What's her name? Elizabeth? Oh no. I forgot the name of her actress. I'm trying to remember her name. Yeah, why you looking it up?
Yeah.
She was in Queen and everything. I cannot believe she has a range to be able to act like that in Rose Red because she was in Halloween Town, right? And she was
Yeah.
Quint and all that other stuff. Um, honestly, I was a little bit terrified of her in
Yeah.
Rose Red. And I was just watching her and
Oh
good
yeah,
about me. And just, okay, yeah,
Kimberly
Yeah,
Brown. Yep. Yeah, she's great.
Kimberly Brown. And I'm just like, but you were so adorable and nice and everything, and Quint and all these other Disney movie and Halloween Town. But you show up in Rose Red and you want to fucking kill people? You,
It's
Kimberly
amazing.
Brown? Fuck you! You're killing me. That whole range was just amazing. Her acting was amazing. And I thought she's still acting now, but a few years I would love to cast her in one of my horror movies.
Yeah. Yeah, Rose Red and Storm of the Century are probably my favorite miniseries I watch at least once a
Absolutely.
year. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, damn.
Yeah, they hit hard.
But yeah, Halloween in general, the whole month and everything. Great month. I would like to ask this one. Candy, what's your opinion on candy?
Candy?
Like food and all that other stuff. I mean, they got Halloween themed food, Halloween themed candy, Halloween themed Oreo.
It's ridiculous. It's capitalism at its finest.
Yeah. At the finest, but also at work.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that.
Yeah, no, I like pumpkin flavored things. I prefer like pumpkin bread, pumpkin muffins, that kind of stuff. I'm not really into the coffee or anything like that, but the pumpkin shaped Reese's and
Starbucks really ruined it with that.
oh, Starbucks is don't get me started. But yeah, like these basic white
That's the
people
beauty
and
of the
their
podcast. We get to rant about
the
that.
well, the basic white bitches and their pumpkin spice coffee, like they're the same people that are like, my favorite Halloween movie is Hocus Pocus. Like, fucking hate these people. I said what I said.
I just like, okay, you talk about Hocus Pocus. Yeah, that's fine and all, but what other movie are you really like? Have you even seen Halloween?
Halloween Town is a far better Disney Channel movie for Halloween. I said what I said. Like, Halloween Town's far better. I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, your thought on the canon and everything. What's your thought on that?
I don't know, like the fall flavored Oreos and the candy, like I'm not gonna go out of my way for it. I think it's kind of goofy. And like I said, like I feel like especially in this country, people just love to promote like their brand around Halloween or different holidays, whatever it might be. And I really don't play into that. So I'm not really into it.
Yeah.
So I avoid that kind of crap, to be honest. It's not my vibe. If it's your vibe, go for it. But like I don't
Yeah,
really
for
do
me,
any of that.
it's not my vibe for health reasons.
Well, that too.
Because, I mean, I'm diabetic for fuck's sake. I have
Yeah.
to check my blood sugar. Going like, yeah, I can't eat that right now, but I'll eat it later when it's a little bit lower.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah,
So,
I've been trying to be a little healthier too, so I get it. Yeah, I really don't have
yeah,
much of a sweet tooth as I've gotten older anyways, so that's why I
yeah.
prefer
As
to
I gotten older, the closest thing I have to, like, sweet tooth, right?
yeah.
Maybe the apple cider,
Yeah.
which is fine. Um, the ice cream once in a while.
Yeah.
And
I like
now they
ice
have
cream.
sugar-free oil, which is good,
That's good.
finally.
Yeah.
And gluten-free oil, but that's about it. Really, I rarely eat candy anymore. I mean, I haven't even bought a candy bar at the nearby checkout aisle in years.
Same.
And every
Yeah.
time I see it right there, I'm just like, whatever. And I
Yeah.
go check out.
Yeah,
And I
same.
haven't even touched it. I mean, it's right there.
Yeah.
And I know that all the Taiwan candy on the other aisle, but the checkout right there.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I don't even have cravings for it anymore, to be honest. Like every once in a while I'll have a Reese's or something, but I don't go out of my
Unless,
way for it.
we're pregnant or whatever.
Yeah.
That's funny. But going back to that pumpkin flavor coffee or whatever, I agree with you. The white better, basic vegetable. I got so many thoughts on this. If they don't get you started, well, that podcast literally rant about that. I'm just like, every time I see somebody going to Starbucks, honey, you're supporting a genocide.
Yeah. Exactly. There's a Starbucks right on my street, but just like less than like a block away, there's an independent coffee shop right here that promotes like recycled, like sustainability and all that. And then there's another one over here that like the money benefits the school next to it. Like, why
Well,
are we supporting Starbucks? Like, it's not like it's that far away. They have online ordering. Like, what are you getting out of going to Starbucks? I don't understand this brand familiarity
thank
bullshit
you.
that, yeah.
Thank you. Here in Vermont, we have more local coffee shops than
Yeah.
Starbucks, and we don't even have that many Starbucks. And the
Yeah.
reason why is because Vermont had a law, if I remember correctly. I'm not too sure about that. I can look it up later and correct myself and not if I had to. But if I remember correctly, Vermont had a law that's been in effect for years that prevent corporations from taking over the entire state. In fact, there are no billboards. You will not see a single fucking billboard in the entire state.
That's
Right
amazing.
through the entire state. Go up, like from the beginning of Vermont, or like the border right there, like Massachusetts, New York, New Hampshire, whatever, right? Go up in there, all the way to Canada. will not see a single billboard. And the entire state, there are only maybe one, 2, 3 Walmart that I know of. That's only 3, maybe 4 in the entire state. That's all I know.
Wow.
And only
That's
one
awesome.
fucking Target in the entire state.
Ugh. Yeah.
Maybe 4 McDonald's on the entire state. And by the way, on the state of McDonald's, on the state of Vermont, sorry, on the state of Vermont for McDonald's, yeah, we're gonna add that to the blooper, even though it's already in the episode. For fuck it. On the state of Vermont, state of McDonald's, stop. We're not doing this shit. On the state of Vermont, there's actually a law, and there was a lawsuit for them, by the way, that led to that law. Vermont State, if you're going to come into McDonald's and set up maybe a couple of McDonald's, not too much, the very first McDonald's that came out, that say, hey, we want our McDonald's here. And we were like, okay, well, you got to have a maple syrup in your McDonald's. We're not going to let you have it, have your McDonald's here if we don't put in our maple syrup. No, corporate say no. Then you can't have McDonald's here. Get the fuck out. That's a lawsuit for my one.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and so that's why we don't allow corporations to take over.
I wish more states were like that.
Big corporate brand, a lot of Starbucks and everything.
Yeah.
So Vermont is pretty good about that.
That's good. More
We
states
got
should
way
more
more
states
local
should do that.
businesses, more businesses here than any other state.
Yeah.
At the grocery store, we got way more smaller grocery stores
Oh wow.
and general stores than we do corporate grocery chain.
Yeah.
So that's the good one. We have the usual corporate chains and whatnot, but we have the Brattleboro Food Co-op. We have another food co-op up north. I know we got all of that stuff. So it's really interesting when it comes to corporate brands and whatnot. And we make sure that these white bitches, basically, as you mentioned, do not get the fucking Starbucks coffee.
They have to
That's
move out
on
of the
Halloween.
state.
We'll be like, oh, you want pumpkin spice flavor coffee? There's a Starbucks about 10 blocks away. But I thought Starbucks right across the street. Get the fuck out of my coffee shop!
Love it.
They do that in Burlington. They literally do that in Burlington. We try to be nice, but if you're an asshole, get the fuck out.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, even on Halloween month, we get really, really pissed off when you ask for it at a local coffee shop. That's just annoying.
Yeah.
And they would be like, I want your manager.
Oh my gosh. What a Karen.
What manager? I own this fucking place.
I am the manager.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the hello about all about. It's so ridiculous. Especially on Halloween month. You have to deal with the same thing. And it's not just coffee shop, right? Got to deal with the same thing when it comes to local shop that sell horror movies and whatnot. They're going like, I'm looking for a cozy horror movie that's not too scary. We're in Halloween Town or Hocus Pocus. That's in their face. Activate it.
Yeah. I have people regularly ask me, they're like,
Don't get me wrong, I like gateway horror, but yeah.
Yeah, I have people regularly ask me, they're like, I'm not really into horror, but what would you recommend? I'm like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Like, if you're not into horror, but you want to watch it for the sake of like Halloween or whatever, go watch a Disney horror film or Halloween film. Like, get out and get away. Um, because it's like, okay, why don't you like horror? Is it the gore? Is it just you don't like jump scares? Like, what is it about horror that you don't like? Because I guarantee you, you're just not seeing the right horror film if you don't like horror. Like, if you think you don't
Right.
like horror, you're wrong. Like, I guarantee you there's something out there for everybody.
Yeah, horror literally, especially the time of year, literally at the mirror. And I dated on many episodes, and my co-host dated on many episodes, and you will probably dated in many future episodes to come. Now that you are the co-host, it's literally the mirror that holds up to society and says, "Hi, that be basic white picture,
Yeah,
and embrace the reality that's right in front of you."
exactly.
I know things are fucked up right now, but it's going to be okay. We just
Yeah.
want you to actually change the fucking world and stop doing the stupid shit.
Yeah. It's so
I mean,
frustrating.
there's a horror movie called Civil War, for fuck's sake.
The most unrealistic part of that movie was the fact that California and Texas bonded together.
That was unrealistic.
I was like,
Texas
what?
will never get along with California.
That's never going to happen in any alternate reality.
I don't know. I'm born in Texas, and I live in California.
Yeah.
I can get along with people in California because, I don't like anything in Texas. I hate living in Texas.
Yeah. I've been to Texas. I wouldn't live there, but I did like visiting. I mean, they have a lot of cool horror stuff there, but everything that the state does and has done, no, I would
Right.
burn that state to the ground.
Yeah, I feel the same way. And I keep telling my mother, why the hell do you give birth to me here? Why? You could have, like, I don't know, go right across the border somewhere and just give birth to me over there. Just like, hold on, just close your leg for a couple more hours and drive.
Oh my God.
Just drive a fucking, just right over there. I know we were in Dallas at the time, but we could have just made it. Well, it's not that great. Oklahoma's not that great, but we could have made it. Or better yet, Louisiana. New Orleans would have been perfect.
Right? Seriously.
Oh, fuck it. Las Vegas. I would have done Las Vegas.
That's a long ass drive.
I know. But even though I was born a few weeks late, and that's what the Atlanta, I was supposed to be born a few weeks earlier.
Oh.
And I was late a few weeks. So I was still going to be born in that month anyway.
Yeah.
And that's what's so weird about all that. I'm like, anywhere but Texas, huh? No. You're Mom, you're not Texas. Okay, Mom, if people watching us on YouTube, you know how I feel. It's so hard to change your birth certificate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But having said that, I love the horror stuff they have in Texas. I just don't want to live there anymore or be born there. And I grew up there. And that's that.
That was enough, yeah.
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 That was enough. And my next life, I will make sure I was born somewhere cool, like New Orleans.
There you go.
Yeah. Or maybe in New York. You know what? In my next life, the power that be, make me born in somewhere cool, please.
For real.
Yeah. So getting back to all of that, what's the one thing that you could say to people who like new to all things horror and Halloween? Especially if they're really, really serious about getting into it. And not being fucking,
Yeah. I would say, just take it slow. Have fun with it, like, and also like don't listen to what other people say about, oh, this movie's the scariest, this movie's the best, this movie sucks. Like, make up your own opinions about what you like because everybody's different. And, a lot of these movies that people hype up, like, they're okay, but they're not the scariest. They're not the greatest. There's always some other filmmaker coming along that has better ideas. And also, like, feel free to branch out and like check out indie filmmakers. Like it's amazing what uh indie filmmakers are doing nowadays with horror. I mean, they've always been kind of the
I'm an indie
foundation.
filmmaker.
Yes. They're indie filmmakers are really the foundation of horror, and there's so many great artists out there. And I've seen so many incredible things from them that major studios are never doing. So I would say just, have fun with it, enjoy it, take your time, learn what you like, learn what you don't like, and don't be ashamed to say like, this isn't for me, but kudo like, maybe this particular franchise isn't your thing. Like, I know a lot of people aren't really into Terrifier, and that's okay. I have become less and less into it too, but for different reasons. So, um,
Yeah.
I think that if you're not into horror, like you could be, like, don't close that door. Be willing to explore a little bit because I think horror, there's something very special about this genre because you there's so many filmmakers that they do incredible storytelling, they have great characters, and they like horror is a genre where you can say something very impactful and meaningful about society or, current events, and um, it hits in a different way than most other types of films. Of course, when you go to see a drama film or whatever, you're expecting, to be hit with, major, themes or whatever. But I feel like it's more special in horror because um, it's right there at the surface, but if you're not willing to like go a little bit deeper, you'll never really understand what's so great about this genre. So,
Yeah, I agree. I would say similar thing what you're just talking about, what I actually that when it comes to getting into horror and all that for the first time, especially the time of year, um, just be aware that when you're checking out haunt scale parts and theme parts and stuff like that, don't touch scare after.
yeah.
You will get banned. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about that. Some of them might touch you, but they're not actually going to touch you. They will look like they will touch you to get close. But they do have like policy where you can wear like a special light necklace thing that they don't have to kill you or they don't have to get that close to you or whatever. But it's pretty cool. It's really awesome and very interactive for sure. So it's great. I've been to like Six Flags Fright Fest, Spooky World, Nightmare, New England, Bright Canada, and all these other places. And it's really awesome and a lot of fun. So definitely ease into it at first. Try to show up around like maybe 5 o'clock. Um, Actually, I would suggest 4:30 because if you're going to a place like Fright Fest at Six Flags, definitely 5:30, 4:30 because that way you can get ready to see them setting up and everything, get to learn a little bit about the behind the scenes stuff, and check out some really cool special shows that you don't want to miss out. Unfortunately, me and my film crew missed some of the show because we were not paying attention to the time and we were checking out other rides and everything. So we lost track of the time, but we did check out everything out as much as we could. So try to keep track of the time. Make sure you have a timer with you, like on your little watch or on your phone, and make sure the timer's ready. get it fully charged. All right. If you have to fly, it's only like $20 for like photos and video package. Got like one of those little body mount with a little camera, got a lot of like something like this here. Really a lot of like this. So if you got something like this, to film your entire experience, lock it up right here and everything, it will be much better sound and video quality, no matter how dark it is, to be able to show. And if you got like a little tiny mini light to go around with it, to be able to see everything anyway. And film it for like your own experience, YouTube, whatever. People can see your own experience that way. But really it's a lot of fun. And it's really awesome. But if there are kids there, blow out their faces, because it's really inappropriate to film that. Other than that, really have fun. Enjoy yourself. Don't touch anybody. And try not to pet your pants. And maybe put a change of underwear. You might want to be ready for that.
And be
because
safe.
some of it is pretty damn good. Yeah, and be safe. Absolutely. Also, try not to eat anything before going into turning a crash and whatnot, because some of it might be vomiting into them. So it could be pretty good to a point where you might throw up. But do hydrate. Definitely hydrate plenty. So you want to be ready for that. But if it's too far of a walk in a park or whatever, get a scooter to rent, or bring your own scooter if you have it, especially if you have a disability. But if it's not fully accessible and not paid, work with somebody at the park, find a way for them to make it accessible, or find a scooter that's thick enough with wheels to roll across the grass that might make it easier.
Yeah.
Because accessibility is really important for people with disabilities, because they deserve to have a lot of experience. They deserve to experience the fun time that they will have at the haunted house and all that stuff.
Yeah.
When it comes to like the horror community and convention and stuff like that, yeah, it's great to meet like famous icons like King Carter and all that stuff. And yeah, Art the Clown is not that bad. Okay. Especially the actor who actually played Art the Clown. David Howard Thornton is a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart. You will love him.
Yeah.
It's just really wonderful. So when you actually meet him, trust me, when he plays Art the Clown, he will play with you a lot and teach you and everything. But don't worry, he's not gonna actually host you or anything. But he's just wonderful. So
He is.
It's really wonderful.
Yeah.
So don't get scared, all right?
And wear deodorant.
Yeah. Please do. Because for some reason you can think of the place.
There's always one.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that's always one. And also, if you can't fit into some of your eyes, that is understandable, because I tried fitting into some of your eyes, and they're not really that friendly or big die friendly, and that's tough.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm still trying to lose weight, but I'm hoping someday a lot of those places will be more big die friendly. I'm hoping that will become the reality. But
yeah,
that's America for you, you know.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
One thing that I want to judge. The horror community needs to be more inclusive and more adaptable, not just with people with disability and the deaf community and the deaf blind community, but to queer and trans people and the black and indigenous community, because right now with everything going on, especially that time of year, whatnot. Yes, we do reputation, that's great. But we're not doing inclusion, and that's a problem still. So that's something that needs to be changed. So
Yeah,
that's my thoughts on that.
couldn't agree more.
So, having said that, um, my next question is my last question for now, because we're getting ready to wrap up. Um, when it comes to like Halloween in general, the month and everything, how do you, especially now in a pandemic that is still ongoing, people say we're in a post-pandemic world, but trust me, we're not. People are still going to take COVID cases still rising, especially in California and other places. How do you like continue to have fun and everything without getting stuck and take care of yourself? What would you suggest?
I really prioritize self-care, and isolating when you are sick, even if it's just like a cold or something. Like it's not just about you. Like you need to think of other people, and there are many people that are, they have weaker immune systems, immunocompromised people, and like self-care is huge, I think, because not only like, if you are sick, like stay home or whatever, but also like take care of your mental health because your mental health can really impact your physical health. And I think mental health is even more important now than ever, with everything going on. So prioritize self-care. Like it's nice to go out and hang out with people, but I mean, you can have just as much fun like video chatting with your friends or whatever, or like have some people over and hang out and at someone's house and do some spooky stuff together. Like I'm a very crafty person. I'm a very artistic person. I love baking. I mean, I think it's sometimes more fun to go to someone's house and like have a night in, watch spooky movies and play some spooky games and just have some good snacks, good food, good conversation. So, but I mean, with everything going on, I think the biggest thing right now is self-care and looking out for yourself, but also looking out for each other. Check in on your friends, especially in the queer community, because we're not doing well right now. So,
Yeah. Other than all of that, which I agree with, by the way, I would also suggest wearing your mask when you're going out so you don't get sick and you don't get COVID from other people or the flu or cold or anything like that. Because if you're going to like a haunted house or go theme park and everything, and all these other people are not wearing the mask, you want to reduce your risk
yeah.
of bringing home COVID. So that's really important. Go get vaccinated, go get tested, wash your hands, one hand sanitizer with you,
Wear a mask.
wear your mask like I just say.
Yeah.
Definitely take a break to sit down if you've been walking for a long time. Hydrate as much you can while you're out there.
Yep.
Even if it's cold out there, depending on where you are in America, I know some people are still waiting for fall. I couldn't be part of America right now. Some of our friends in the horror community are like still dealing with 90-degree weather right now, and the doubt. I'm just feel bad for them. I'm like queer demon and touched it or whatever. So I'm like, honey, what you waiting for fall weather? You're not getting fall weather until December at least. And I just feel bad for them. I just feel bad for them so bad. LT, I feel bad for you. I know how you feel. That's why I left that thing a long fucking time ago. It's one of the reasons though. One of the reasons. But having said that, yeah, if you also take care of yourself, buckle up, stay warm, wash your hands as best you can. Only go out with a group of people that you trust that are vaccinated and not like putting you at risk, even if you are immunocompromised, because you want to like reduce your risk of getting a viral load into your system. And I know there are promising results with the natural way, especially if you got like allergies and stuff like that. But that's not 100% confirmed yet. But they are working on that. There's a lot of different options and whatnot, but do your research, take care of yourself. Don't believe misinformation out there. Don't believe bullshit about the candy. Okay, there's nothing bad in the candy. An adult are more likely not to give you edible. Okay, when you go out trick or treating, I promise you, I am not going to give your kid edible. I will give your kid candy, but you're not getting edible. Stay the fuck away from my edible. Eat edible or not for your kid. If the porch light is on, you are staying the fuck away from my edible. I had to tell you, because there's so much misinformation out there.
Yeah.
And they're complaining about people on medical cannabis, 420 and all that shit. And they're complaining about that. And now they're trying memeing about Tylenol and a fucking nickel bar.
Oh my God. Tylenol. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm just like, really? And they're talking about needles. We heard about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're talking about needles and stuff like that, and the candy bars and everything. That's not real.
No, that's
no way
an
not real.
urban legend.
Yeah, and they're still putting out misinformation.
Yeah, that's what they're good at.
Yeah, so don't believe any of that right-wing misinformation, because that's what they do. They're good at that, and that's how you end up in a fucking cult. And a cult is a lot more scarier than any horror movie. If you don't believe me, watch a horror movie about cults. That's how you get into a cult.
Yes.
But having said that, just take care of yourself, fire doctor. Yes, I agree. We are not doing very well in the queer and trans and non-binary community and so forth. Nina and I were part of that. My co-host Danny is a part of that. We're not doing very well.
Yeah.
So wrapping up, it's really difficult to deal with everything going on. I love staying indoor most times, but this year I am pretty much out every weekend on it for filming purposes and trying to get everything wrapped up because I may not be here next year when I move and all that. I don't know, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But I do look forward to trying to experience as much as I can because I love the time of year.
Yeah.
Watching a movie and everything. So, and maybe next year I can get together at somebody's house, maybe your house, who knows?
That'd be awesome. You're welcome here anytime.
Yeah. So wrapping up, thank you for watching part 1 of the bonus Halloween episode, and we will see part 2 that's coming out later on tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. So, see you then.